capture of Tsushima by Kagetora, along with the new cavalry division finishing training, we are certainly looking in good order to handle the upcoming rebellions, along with the war for Kyoto. My wife, Lady Aya, has shown herself to be incredibly skilled at administrative tasks. She truly is a blessing upon our realm from the heavens. On a different note, news has reached me that my policy of free trade has increased our network exponentially. Along with this, it has given our merchants much more power in negotiations due to our mostly hands-off approach. With Kagetora's forces successfully ferried across the South Korean Sea, the Navy has set sail once again to blockade Hyuga. In the meantime, the Free Company and I have successfully finished the siege of Heisen. Now we begin our march to Shimosuke, to prepare to put down a future Utsunomiya rebellion. We are currently looking at our options for writing up peace treaties. It seems time to pressure for one, as we sit in the final days of besieging the Shoni Alliance's final stronghold. For this, I must handle a revolt demanding lower taxes in Iyo province. I will concede to these demands. For my next stage, I require peace in the realm. The first treaty to conclude was the So clan's surrender. We have gone with the same historical demand of total annexation. Along with this, we will be integrating their clan into our naval structure, and in some enterprising cases, as privateers. Yet another talented smith has been discovered in my realm. The unparalleled quality of his blades are truly art. Naturally, our army will have first claim to this equipment, as to prepare ourselves for the final confrontation. With the end of the siege of Hyuga, the final treaty with our fellow daimyos has been written up. With the annexation of their realms, the Shoni clan has agreed to integration into our diplomatic corps, as well as taking jobs in commerce. On the other hand, the Ito clan will primarily be joining our intelligence agencies to give us a wonderful edge. Now, excluding Kyoto, Yamato, and Sagami, we are now the rulers of Japan in all but name. Now is the time for our preparations for the final confrontation to unite our nation. Naturally, with such a large number of conquests in a short period, I have had to step back and do a thorough look at our new territories, along with beginning their integration process. On the same subject, I will also have to check how our new conquests are affecting unrest in other provinces, with our administration stretched to the limit, having to integrate so many new provinces at once. Of course, I should reposition our forces to the north, as the trouble brewing in Kanto appears to be at its boiling point. Norifusa, along with the merchant class, have pulled together enough information to institute the ideas of our western neighbors. Our cavalry's armaments and tactics now match the nomads of the steppe to brutal effect. Along with this, we have managed to gain enough knowledge of these firearms through Korea coming from China. They appear to have more stopping power than bows, as well as not requiring particular strength or as much training to use. I suspect outside of cavalry in time, these arquebus will completely replace bows within the military. It seems this is the last gift the venerable Norifusa Miyoshi will be supplying the Uesugi clan. His passing mourned throughout the clan. Naturally, I have the unenviable position of having to find a replacement military advisor, not something necessary in the decades since my father begun our expansion. An offer has been made given by a man looking to almost be a wild man, who has clearly been in the wilderness for the better part of a decade. His name is Sadakatsu Okamoto. Since his hiring, he has proven himself a master of drills and military exercises. Less focus on creation of new military innovations, and far more focused on refining what we have. Quite the terrifying man considering the complaints our soldiers have. I believe he's just what we need. The Utsunomiya and Chiba clans appear to have coordinated their rebellions. Not horribly surprising considering their alliance in years past. But with the newfound discipline of the troops, they still put them down in short order. I do find it so fascinating how this wild man from Oshima can so quickly inspire this in them. I suspect they fear him more than the enemy in front of them. As the realm stabilizes, we make the final preparations for the war against the Shogun over who will rule Japan. They have gone against millennia of tradition and allied the Ainu tribes to the north in fear of our rise. Our armies placed by Sagami, ready to head to where necessary, to show them who will rule these islands. Fools of Ashikaga, the rules of our society will be turned on its head. No more shogunate, no more military rule. My heirs will rule outright. Your dynasty of military governors left as history to be forgotten in a couple of generations.